Okay, so over a year ago now, I started working on a Mario Maker fan game, which was originally a Mario Wii fan game, which then got a level editor and then turned into this whole project. Then there was a bunch of drama that happened, and now there's a bunch of these controversial people. You know, I don't usually talk about these things, but the KC situation is actually outrageous. I just have to talk about it. The project went on hiatus for 7 months, and I lost a bunch of friends, and well, we're back now, we're back. Casey is so back, there's so much stuff, and oh my god, it's so awesome. Today I'm going to be showing a bunch of freaking enemies and stuff that I've been coding. Make sure to check out the last devlog based on power-ups if you haven't, because I need watch time, because I need money. Please, please give it to me, bro. I'm going poor, please, bro. Also, the fan game name is Koopa Construct. I don't know how I forgot to mention that. Okay, so the first enemy I coded is a really niche one. It was sprited by Awesome Bryce. What do I do? Yeah, so this is just a normal Goomba that actually took a lot longer to code than you think. You jump on it, you stomp it. It dies. Everyone has fun. We all love murder. Not only do we have Goombas, I also have a bunch of Goomba variants to show off. Like this one. This is the Splunkin, spread by Diamond Lock Productions. It's just a normal Goomba, but when you jump on its head, it gets really angry and it speeds up. He's so mad. Oh, he's dead. Y'all can complain all you want. I don't care if it's just a Goomba but slightly different. It's cool to have variety to make cool levels like that. Yeah, you get it. This is just a cool pumpkin Goomba from NSMBDS. I don't know if he shows up anywhere else. Another Goomba variant we have that's not in the original Mario Maker is the Bone Goomba. Once again, sprouted by Diamond Lock Productions. You'll be hearing that name a lot. They've contributed a crap ton to the game. They've made some of the best sprites yet. Just like this Splunkin, when you step on its head, it loses its mask. But I guess they don't speed up like the Splunkins because they're really edgy or something. I don't know. I think these guys originated from Wonder, and once again, it's very similar to normal Goombas, but it's just cool variety to have for levels. Kinda like this next course part, the Spiked Goomba, made by Ashton, another amazing contributor. Okay, I just checked. Ashton did not make these, they just submitted them. Apparently Diamond Lock Productions or TB369 made them. I don't know what game these guys are from, and I also completely forgot to record footage for them, so here's footage of a Spiny, which is basically the same thing. Alright, moving on to the next enemies, we have some Koopas. This is a classic, you can get into a ship. Well, I hate this game engine so much. Alright, so Koopas are, you know, classic Mario enemy. You stomp on them, they become a shell, and then you can kick it around to hit stuff. I've even added some basic grabbing and throwing implementation. Isn't that cool? You can do shell jumps. And of course, I've made it so they can interact with blocks, just like in the real game. But just like the Goombas in this game, we have some Koopa variations. Here's the modern Koopa Troopa, sprited by Diamond Lock Productions. Sprited by Diamond Lock Productions and Traumatized Edgeworth. It functions like the Koopas in Super Mario World. The Beach Koopa gets shot out when you stomp on it, and it leaves an empty shell, which the Beach Koopa can then jump into. So now if you want to make those crazy Kaizo levels where the Beach Koopa gets shot out and you need to land on it, you don't have to use the Mario World style. These little guys are so awesome. Speaking of Koopa Troopas, you can't forget about the variant where they're burned alive for some reason. The Dry Bones. Stomp on their head and then they get stunned for a while, and they eventually pick themselves back up after shaking or whatever. These guys are cool and all, but just like the Koopas in Super Mario World, they have different functionality. They throw bones at you. So guess what? Modern Dry Bones, sprited by Diamond Lock Productions. After 3 seconds they throw a bone at you and they do the exact same Dry Bones. I can't speak for my life. They wander around for 3 seconds, they throw a bone at you, and then you jump on them and they collapse like normal Dry Bones. It's fun, it's awesome, it's fun, it's awesome, it's fun, it's awesome, it's fun, it's awesome. But yeah, in this Maker fan game, I really don't want to limit things to game styles because I think that's kind of sucky. So having these modern versions really helps balance that out. Alright, now I'm going to do a quick fire round of all the normal stuff I've added. So I've implemented some other basic stuff like piranha plants. You would already know that if you watched the other devlog and trailer though. Of course, I've implemented stuff like munchers. I've coded potaboos. They work pretty simply, just like how they do in the original game. Jump up to where you place them, and then they fall back down to wait until they jump up again. I got functioning boos. They don't come towards you when you're looking at them. Coded Monty moles. They do the thing where they bounce off walls and enemies when they hit them. I've even got this freaking guy. He doesn't animate yet, but he does the thing where he follows you around and tries to get you. My greatest achievement yet, bullet bills. It was so hard to code. There are things that move left or right. Yeah, it was so hard to code. Of course, if there's bullet bills, there's gotta be bonsai bills. They work too. I've also got everyone's favorite Mario enemy, the Blooper. Everyone loves these guys. Nobody has any gripes with them at all. The last thing I'm gonna showcase that was in the original game is the Spike. These guys were so obnoxious to code. They have so many weird behaviors. If you're standing in front of them, they throw 2 spike balls at you, pretty simple. But if you're standing right next to them, they refuse to throw spike balls at all. Then if they're not facing you, they turn to face you to throw the spike balls. And then, if they start throwing their first spike ball and you jump over them to cancel out the second one. This was so obnoxious to code, I can't get over it. I still have nightmares about these fucking spikes. Alright, but let's not dwell on it. Let's move on to some more new stuff, like some SMB2 enemies. Starting off with the tweeter. This little guy was sprouted by Minostache. It's pretty simple. It does 3 little hops and then it does 1 big hop. And for SMB2 enemies in this game, I've made it so you can stand on them. Because let's be real, it just makes sense. That's how they work in the original game, why not here, you know? It's just so much more unique than just like, oh, let's add a Goomba, but it jumps. This enemy may have to be removed later on in the game because of over-obsessive fans. I'm talking about you, Juans. I'm calling you out. This is my call-out post. I have an announcement to make. Juans the Rabbit is a b****ass motherfucker. On the topic of SMB2 enemies, I also added the Shy Guys, which are pretty much just tweeters, but they don't jump. You can stand on their head like the tweeters and they don't jump. These were spreaded by Diamond Lock Productions once again, and just like the tweeters, I think it could be fun to make like levels where they walk along spikes and you have to balance on them or something. I don't know. Look at this, you can do this. Do you want to do this? You can do it. I also want to add more Shy Guy variants later on, but for now I just have these guys. Next thing I want to show is Grolls. I fucking love the sprites for these so much. They were made by Diamond Lock Productions. We had old sprites and they were in the old trailer, but let's be real, this is definitely a glow up. These guys bounce off walls. They're like spike balls, but they don't break. They murder enemies that they run into. Except for each other, they like to bounce off each other. These guys are just awesome. I love these guys so much. I love them. I love Grolls. Actually, no, you know what? I take back what I said because I just remembered how their name is spelled. I don't know why they named them like that. But yeah, I think when I implement bigger versions of these, I'll make it so they can break card blocks and stuff, because that'd be cool, right? Alright, might as well get this one out of the way. Yoshi's long lost cousin Rex. They basically are just splunkins, but taller. You step on them, they get speedy. You step on them again, they die forever, and it's your fault. The blood is on your hands, Mario. Look at what you've done. Look at what you've done. Yeah, these guys are pretty swell. Also spreaded by Diamond Lock Productions. Like, we just can't have a game without them. They're like awesome. They're like one of the first enemies you see in Mario World. They're iconic. Alright, I think just one last enemy I'm going to show off today, and this one's pretty unique. It's, I didn't realize I was using that footage. Yeah, the last enemy I'm showing off is pretty unique. It's from the Paper Mario series. Specifically, this one is based off Super Paper Mario. Spreaded by Diamond Lock Productions and Traumatized Edgeworth. It's the Koopa Troll. If you get in front of it, it charges at you. And it's going to keep charging at you until it loses you from its line of sight or it kills you. This guy can see 5 tiles in front of itself, and if it sees you there, it doubles its speed and starts charging at you. When you're out of its line of sight for 2 seconds, he will eventually give up. Despite the spike on his head in the original game, you can stomp on him, so I made it so you can do that too. You can also then kick the shell he drops, but if you try and jump on it, you die. This might be one of my favorite course parts of the idea. It was fun to make and it's just really unique. Anyways, with all that said, if you've made it this far, maybe you'll consider joining the Discord, where you can talk to me, the other contributors. You can even apply to contribute and see stuff early, because I'm posting updates of the game there. Like, there's a post about NPCs there right now. There's also an FAQ channel that talks about multiplayer, the planned game styles, release dates, and whatnot. The Discord will also literally be the only place you can download the game, so if you're ever interested, come check out the Discord. Sometimes I might even be in VC, and there's a suggestions channel you can make suggestions in. Check the pinned comment or description.